What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, of course, like always, please consider liking the videos, subscribing. Plenty more shenanigans where this is coming from. But today is the day. Truck and trailer are ready to go, and I'm not going to bore you with loading the car. You've seen those shenanigans in the last video of the whole St. Louis failure. I don't think you need to see it again. I've gotten loading and unloading the car down pretty good anyway. But today is the day that we take the car over to Cody's, Cody Smith Motorsports, and we get ready to do the 5-speed swap. So we got the car ready to go here, and in the trunk is essentially an entire ADTR 5-speed swap kit. Pedal assembly, all the goodies, ready to go. Now, is this something that I am mechanically inclined enough to do myself? Yeah, probably. But as most of you know, I work for the railroad, and, you know, the average guy could probably devote a full weekend to doing the swap, tidy up some tidbits and things, you know, after coming home from work and having the time to do it. But the railroad, any of you guys, if you work for the railroad, or even if you're thinking about it, man, let me warn you, it rules your life. It pays you good money. Mostly I have the money we're also a single family or single income household because the wife takes care of the kids. But you make good money and you have the money to have the fun, but not always the time to do the work. And a prime example of that was, you know, I wanted to go to an autocross event up in Superior, Wisconsin. Cody made it, and he invited me, and I was like, you know, hey, if I can get done with work in time, I would love to show up. That didn't happen. I ended up getting called for work at 5 o'clock that day. Now, it went into my days off, so, you know, we're able to get the car over to Cody's. But still, you know, I'd love to or at least attempt to do the train swap myself, but it's just the time and the logistics and a little bit the space. This garage isn't exactly the best to work in. You know, that's really what's keeping me from attempting to do this myself. Now, stuff like that I can set aside or is, you know, a single day project or something like that, I'm glad to do that. The seats, you know, the intake, something that's not going to put the car out of commission for a while if, you know, for some reason I'm not able to get back to it for a while, is the stuff that I attempt to do myself. That being said, I might take a stab at doing a custom bumper for the front of this thing. I'm very intrigued by the Windstar bumpers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at the lower bumper assembly off of like a 2002 Ford Windstar minivan. It's, for a minivan, let me tell you, you got to look for the ones that don't have the cornering lights. They got the fog lights, but it's a pretty aggressive bumper design for a minivan. It's kind of funny, but I'd love to. I saw, you know, one the other day that was grafted onto a Grand Marquis, and it looked pretty good. So that might be something I tool around with in the future. But in the meantime, let's get this loaded up on the trailer and off to Cody's, and then we can discuss the 5-speed swap a little bit more. I am going to be doing some shots. I picked up a new to me used Canon 60D SLR that, you know, set up a little bit more for video, trying to bring you guys some better content, and you know, that's one step to making sure I can give you some better videos of this thing. Anyway, let's get going. arrived at Cody's. And of course there's his autocross cutlass. Cody's going to be nice enough to fire this thing up for us. All right, well, there you have it. The Mercury is off at Cody's for the 5-speed swap. So that is going to be covered on Cody's channel. I'll put a link to that down in the description. Be sure to go check out his channel, subscribe. He's going to be covering the 5-speed swap and the Mercury over there. And, of course, he's got tons of awesome content on a bunch of stuff, the Oldsmobile, Ford stuff, you name it. But that's it for this video, guys. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. It really does help. And go check out Cody's channel if you want to see the 5-speed swap on the Mercury. So next time that we see you, we're going to be loading the Mercury back up and going having a little fun. That 5-speed TR3650 swapped, cammed, autocross Mercury Grand Marquis. That's a mouthful, but it's going to be awesome. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. But hey, most importantly, have an awesome day.